Look, I like builds, man. I do. And here recently, I came across a build that Frostbolt did, which is absolutely disgusting. And by the way, if you haven't checked out my clan mate, Frostbolt, please, for the love of God, check him out. But he kicked off a build a few weeks ago with the Exotic Hand Cannon Lumina and its noble rounds, charges with light and high energy fire, combined with the grenade launcher Truthteller, which, by the way, is a fantastic grenade launcher. Today is mainly from the perspective of PvP because this is a build, but believe me, guys, we will be talking about it inside of PvE because it will be somewhat of the mountaintop replacement, mostly due to sunsetting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Noble Truthteller. Huh? This may surprise you. It took me a good hour to come up with this name. I normally sit around and I just kind of like say the names of the weapons and perks and exotic traits over and over again until something sticks. In mid-commentary of this video, the name Noble Truthteller popped up to us. Look, I'm not trying to be the brightest content creator out here, okay? I'm just letting you know these names are sometimes a struggle. But this build, man, oh, it's smooth. Now, before we get into today's video, look. We've got a sponsorship, okay? It's Raid Shadow Legends. You know what's up. I know your feelings about it. A lot of it just stems because most of us don't like mobile games, okay? I get it, but Raid offers a lot, especially if you come from that old classic turn-based strategy atmosphere that you and I grew up with. This is what I grew up around. Do I get roped into these games? Absolutely. Does champion turn-based strategy games absolutely turn me on? Yes! Now, what's happening this month is that they just added champion fragments. This actually allows you to collect pieces of that champion, which will eventually allow you to summon that specific champion. Pretty amazing, especially for those super rare champs. Simultaneously, though, they also added a new bazaar. This place just rains high-value items in exchange for the gold bars that you get from Tag Arena. This is one of the best way to get items, but you're gonna need some good champs. Honestly, guys, some of the best champs are found in these rare champs. Yeah, just going after rare fragments can net you champs like Steel Boyer. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We're talking about a champ that can rain damage and heals other champions at the same time. Another overlooked rare champion, Stout Axeman. Look at this guy. Look, I got a stout. This rare champ has the ability to actually reflect damage while also self-healing. And a third champ here. This was a 4-star epic champ that actually dropped from a rare gem, Alika, a champion that can do a net attack on all enemies in front of her, as well as a self-revive. So running into Tag Arena is not something only for the elites. Anyone can do it, guys. Find you some rare champions, and if you happen to just log on over like the next 270 days, you'll get daily login rewards on top of just free champions just for logging in. Currently right now, Raid is actually offering 100,000 silver plus 50 gems and 10 mystery shards for new players that come onto Raid through the link in the description below. They're also offering the free champion Hexweaver. And despite her apparel, she's actually pretty combative and a great starting champ. So check it out, guys. Again, these rewards, as well as this champion, will all be present in your in-game inbox. Now back to the review. Noble Truthteller. Look, this is a genius build, and it takes somebody like Frostbolt to come up with something like this. But let me just give you the cycle of events that are occurring in front of you. First up, we're getting a kill with Lumina. Lumina is an exotic hand cannon. It actually just got a catalyst here recently, which allows it to hold not one, but 2 noble rounds. Now, these noble rounds say that kills with the weapon leaves behind these remnants. Absorbing a remnant converts your next hipfire shot into an ally seeking noble round. It also partially refills the magazine. The main takeaway from this is that the trait Blessing of the Sky is what's being taken advantage of. Using a noble round on an ally will heal them, but it also grants you and your ally an increase in weapon damage bonus for a short duration. Now, that weapon bonus damage is roughly 20% or nearly. Needless to say, it increases the damage here of something like Lumina to 81 damage per crit, up from 68. Extremely nice, but especially nice when combined with certain weapons. And in this case, we're combining it with Truthteller. Now, I've got a Truthteller here that I would say, oh my god, it is the roll. Look at this. We've got both proximity grenades and underneath it, spike grenades. So I can actually rotate between both PvP and PvE with this exact same role. Spike grenades giving us more damage on direct impacts. Proximity grenades, though, allowing the weapon to have proximity detection. It does decrease the blast radius, and it did receive a nerf in the past, but Truthteller actually has a pretty healthy blast radius already by default. The only downside of proximity grenades is that 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get the one-hit kill with with it. It's meant as a way of like giving you the ease of use in doing damage to your opponent, but requiring for that cleanup with another weapon. Now next to it is actually the trait auto-loading holster, which I very much like for running and gunning, and the trait next to it is demolitionist. Again, we're gonna do a more in-depth view of Truthteller, especially when we start talking about PvE as like the mountaintop replacement, but this is actually a very good role, especially for what we're trying to do here. Now you probably noticed the mod down below, the little weird looking one, quick access sling. Listen, you want this. You really, really want this, no matter what. Even though we're getting a lot of one-hit kills today with Truthteller, if you happen to have to quickly swap to your other weapon, quick access sling allows for that immediate draw time with your other weapons. Highly, highly suggest, especially when rocking a grenade launcher, to utilize this. There's only one round in the mag, therefore you're able to take advantage of quick access sling immediately. Plus you got auto-loading holster that's going to reload the weapon for you. You're Gucci. So essentially guys, even though Truthteller has a very difficult time landing the one-hit kill inside of Crucible by itself, especially with proximity grenades, Lumina, with that 20% buff there in damage, elevates things here to allow us to land a nice, beautiful 202 on proximity. That's enough damage to kill any Guardian, even max resilience ones. And considering that blessing in the sky and the duration it has, and if you actually have the Lumina catalyst, chaining this buff is not a difficult thing to do. But we still want to make life easy on ourselves, which is why you see me rocking Bottom Tree Striker with the melee perk Frontal Assault. Strike an enemy with his melee ability to reload your weapon, also simultaneously increase both the weapon stability and weapon damage. This is obviously something that can benefit you on the front end. You rush into a group of enemies, you proc something like Frontal Assault, especially considering you have Knockout right next to you, which allows for that extended melee. Boom, you're off to the races, guys. This too increases your damage enough to allow Truthteller to always get the one-hit KO. But this is where Charges of Light and the mods associated with it really come into play. And this is like the genius of Frostbolt here. First up, we've got Blast Radius. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with grenade launchers or rocket launchers. Now the main takeaway from this one, Blast Radius, just like any of these perks that require multi-kills, has a lot of room there for error, or at least a lot of room there for you to get the multi-kill. I want to say it's like 5-6 seconds. You get a kill with a grenade launcher, you reload, you get another kill. As long as it's like within that time duration, it will proc Blast Radius, thus giving us charges with light. And of course, if you're rocking anything with charges with light, you want to be rocking stacks on stacks, which gives you an extra charge. I'm also rocking enhanced grenade launcher reloader. We're even taking advantage of a passive way of giving us charges with light with Charge Harvester, which allows any kill or assist to give us a small cumulative chance to cause us to become charged with light. Again, more passive, and you can actually swap this mod out like mid-game to taking charge when people actually start to spit out orbs. I kind of just cycle between both of these. But all of this is being fueled through the mod High Energy Fire. While charging light, you gain a bonus to weapon damage. Each defeated combatant consumes only one stack of charge with light. But again, if you're landing back-to-back multi-kills with the grenade launcher, you're going to keep feeding yourself charges with light and topping this High Energy Fire buff off every single time, thus allowing you to gain those one-hit KOs with this grenade launcher at ease. No, it's not Mountaintop, and I know a lot of people are going to jump up and say, whoa, why not just use Mountaintop? We say that today, but Mountaintop will be sunset in the future. Regardless, there are some pros that regular grenade launchers do have over something like Mountaintop, the bounce capabilities. I very much prefer it in closed environments where I do have enemies hiding around a corner that refuses to move. Simply lobbing one of these grenades up to them in that enclosed area and getting the one-hit KO, whether it's from charges with light and High Energy Fire, Frontal Assault, or just Lumina with noble rounds, any of these options work here, and they all work wonderfully well with Truthteller. So guys, try it out for yourselves. I will say grenade launchers is probably one of the most aggravating weapon types to go up against because they're unorthodox, and in some ways they present a play pattern that is so difficult to counter. Mountaintop is one of the most difficult weapons to counter in the game, and in some instances you would say the only way to counter Mountaintop is with another Mountaintop. Truthteller seems to offer a similar pattern, but with a slightly higher skill gap due to it being a lightweight frame grenade launcher. You do have to time your releases there with your trigger, but with something like proximity grenades, if your aim is on point, which mine kind of fluctuates here, Truthteller is one of the most easy to use lightweight frames in the game. So try it out for yourselves. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.